So excited. So glad I got rid of that noise. Welcome back, everybody. So this weekend, I took my Volkswagen bus to the Hot VW's drag day, and it ran great. But I hadn't driven the bus for a very long time. It was just sitting in my in my driveway. It runs and drives, obviously, because I took it there. But I noticed a few things. It was making some noises that I wasn't happy with. And I'm going to check them out because they were pretty gnarly. When you go over a bump, front end and rear end, you would hear a loud, like, bang metallic noise. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to pull that wheel. And we're going to take a look and see what's loose. Hopefully it's just something loose. Or if it's something worn or broken, we're just going to go ahead and replace it. But let's get over there, pull the wheel off, and see what's going on behind there. Alrighty, so here's what we got. Here's what we're working with on this Volkswagen. So it's got a narrowed beam, 4-inch narrowed beam on both sides, and it has this wheelwood kit. As you can see, it did sit for a long time because it's full of this stuff. But I'm checking, nothing feels loose. Check over here. Check my tie rods. Those are my ball joints. Those are all tight. My shock is tight. But it makes a noise. A gnarly noise. That's from my tires rubbing. So the way they do these beams is they cut 2 inches out of the middle and they weld them back. I don't know if you can see the weld right here and over here, but that doesn't look like it's cracked or anything. That looks really close. See how close that, this is the adjuster to raise and lower the bus. So what they do with these beams is they cut them short, then they install these adjusters. If I take that nut off, I can move this whole adjuster up and it'll lower the vehicle. Right now it's maxed out all the way to the top. So it ain't gonna go any higher, and it's already pretty low. I mean, it can go lower, but I like the way it rides the way it is right now. But that doesn't look like it would be making noise. What I'm looking for is any shiny spots. Where it would look like if it was hitting something. And that could be replaced, but that ain't the noise. You see the movement there? That ain't the noise. There's the stops here. Nothing looks cracked. So the driver is right here. I hear the noise in this floor. Let me get her hand. Yeah, that's tight. All of it around, all the way around. No, not loose at all. Here are my findings. Now, I don't know if this is going to take care of the noise, but it's the only thing I found that was loose. So this bolt right here for my shock is loose. And you hear that noise? So the noise I was having is when I would go over a bump, you hear not that noise, but you hear like a metal to metal noise. So maybe that being loose is allowing the bolt to creak. And I had another noise in the back. Let me show you that one. So in order to lower the rear end of this bus, I had to get these plates, these right here. And what it does, it just moves this arm 3 inches down. So the wheel sits further up. And if you can see that metal part right there, that used to be where the old bump stop was. And it tells you to remove them, but I didn't remove them because I don't know why I didn't. But you see, that's where it's been scraping. So when I go over a bump, like at an angle, it'll scrape right there. So I'm gonna take the wheel off, and I don't know if I'm gonna pound that out of the way or cut it off, because I just don't like cutting too much off of this bus. Because as you can see, it's pretty solid. You know, as far as rust goes, there's not much. I mean, there's surface rust, but there's not a lot of rust. So that's one of my noises. So I'll deal with that one later. The noise that was really bugging me is the one up front. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that up. Oh. That's as far as it goes, huh? So if you see the shiny part on that, maybe this was making the noise. But this doesn't tighten up because the threads are too short. So I'm gonna see if I can find another bolt that'll fit that. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add these 2 washers. So right now what it's doing is it's sitting loose in there. It's not tight. I think when I go over bumps, it allows this to creak and make a noise. I mean, I'm not sure, but we're gonna find out very soon. So with these washers, it should space this out enough to where it'll tighten. So this is the inside of this piece right here. It'll tighten that up and hopefully not make that noise. But we'll see. Actually, you see the shock right here. Maybe that's what's making the noise. See that rubbing? Looks like it was rubbing right there. Maybe this is too close to that. So I'll put the washer on this side, or on both sides, to space it all out a little bit, so it doesn't make that noise. Maybe that could be it right here. See how it's scratched up? This should be clear. So this, when this is mounted, this should be clear of this. That looks like it's too close and rubbing on there. See a little bit of black paint? You see a little bit of rubbing marks right there? So I'll space it out. Now, don't move. And it has plenty of space now. I don't think the angle should be that much of an issue. So let's get this wheel back on and go out and drive it. All right, let's do this. I can't believe that was it. It would have made the noise already. It wasn't like big bumps that I had to go over. It was just, you know, normal road, you know, garbage roads that we have here in SoCal. Yep, noise is gone. There was that shock hitting up against the edge of the beam. Glad the noise is gone. That noise was getting annoying. I mean, it's already an old car. We don't need any more extra noises, you know what I mean? Sweet. So excited. I'm so glad I got rid of that noise. See, here's a bump coming up right here. Let's see how it does. No noise, just regular, you know, old car noises. So the next thing I'm going to repair on this thing is it needs a steering box. Because I don't know if you can tell, but see how much movement I'm putting on the steering right here? And it doesn't move. That's how much play is in the steering box. And I've had 3 or 4 steering boxes that I've replaced on this thing, used ones, and none of them have worked. I took one of the ones that I had to a rebuilder. I think all they did was paint it, put some seals on it. So it still has a lot of play in the steering. So I'm gonna go ahead, order that up, put it on, and also I got some nice wheels that I'll show you in the future. I'm thinking about putting them on, but I really like the old school look of these hubcaps. Like I said, I haven't driven it in a while, but I like driving it. Makes me feel all young. I used to have one of these when I was 17, even though I'm an old fart now. But it's doing great. Noise is gone. We're gonna call this one fixed. Repaired. No rechecks, hopefully. So once again, thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you're liking the content. Leave me some comments. And I did make it to 1,000 subs. Hey, thank you to everybody out there. I finally made it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.